Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna romp. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend.
Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Let me not be rude. For those of you who are new, welcome to Styles by Baddies. I post new videos every week and they all revolve around beauty related content, along with me giving a voiceover, telling you guys a story time to keep you entertained. So be sure to subscribe and join the family. If you want to be featured in any of my videos, email me your stories at stylesbybaddies20@gmail.com. Today I'll be giving a story time from Taylor about how I caught my roommate in a secret relationship with our professor. So let's get right into it. I had this roommate, let's call her Brianna. She was one of those people who acted all quiet and innocent, but something about her always felt off. Like, she was never really open about her life, but sis loved to know everybody else's business. Now, at first we were cool. We weren't besties or anything, but we got along. That is until she started acting very suspicious. She was always acting weird whenever I brought up our professor. Y'all, every time his name came up in conversation, she would get so awkward. Like, if someone complained about how hard his class was, she'd be so quick to defend him. If I was struggling with an assignment and asked for help, she'd be like, "Oh, maybe you should ask him. He's so nice if you talk to him one-on-one." I was like, girl, be for real. Ain't no way you defending this man like he's your man. Okay, so this was the first real red flag. Brianna would constantly leave the dorm super late at night talking about she was going to the library. And I'm not stupid. The library closed at 10 p.m. This girl would be leaving at 11:30. I even asked her one time, "Girl, where you really be going?" And she hit me with, "Oh, I just go study in the student lounge. It's quieter there." Which definitely was a lie, because one night I got up to get some water around 2 a.m. and guess who still wasn't home? Brianna. So now I'm really side-eyeing the situation, but I didn't say nothing yet. Brianna started taking these mysterious phone calls all the time. Like, she'd be on the phone whispering, all giggly, acting like she was talking to some man. But whenever I asked her about it, she'd be like, "Oh, it's just my mom." Like, nobody whispers and giggles on the phone with their mom. One night she was in the bathroom and she left her phone on her bed. And I don't usually be in people's business, but the phone lit up with a text, and tell me why it said, "Hey babe, can't wait to see you again. Hope you're wearing that skirt I like." And guess who the contact name was? Mr. J. At this point, my soul left my body, because who do we know named Mr. J? Our professor. I wanted to snatch that phone up so bad, but I kept my cool. I needed proof, and the proof came sooner than I thought. One night, I had a late class, so I wasn't supposed to be back in the dorm until 9, but the class got canceled, so I came back early around 7-ish. To this day, I feel like it was God's doing to place me in that room at that time, because what I seen was disturbing. I walk in and immediately something feels off. The lights were dim, candles were lit. Why were candles even lit in a college dorm? Like, you're not supposed to have those. And there was a man's coat on the chair, which was the coat Mr. J always wore to class. So I'm already knowing what I'm gonna walk into. I didn't say nothing at first in case I was tripping though. I just walked in real quiet and went straight to my side of the room. But then I heard voices, and one of them was way too familiar. I moved a little closer to Brianna's side of the room, and y'all, when I tell you I almost passed out, it was Mr. J, our professor, sitting on her bed, all cozy with a glass of wine in his hand like he just got home from work. The way my jaw dropped. Now, any normal person would have panicked, right? But no, Brianna had the audacity to act normal. She looked at me all casual and was like, "Oh, hey, you're back early." Like, girl, you're in here with our professor. Are you not scared of getting caught or even kicked out? I was so shook. I couldn't even say nothing at first. I just stared at Mr. J and tell me why he had the nerve to look embarrassed. He put his glass down real quick and started straightening his shirt like that was going to erase what I just saw. Then Brianna, trying to save herself, goes, "Oh, Professor J was just helping me with my research paper." In our dorm? With wine? At night? Now, I had two choices in that moment. One, call her out immediately and get all the tea. Two, act normal and gather more evidence. And I chose option 2 because I was about to get this girl exposed. After that night, I knew I had to start paying attention. Like, something in me just activated. I knew something was off and I was about to collect my receipts. I didn't bring it up, didn't let her know I knew what was going on, but I started watching her closely. And y'all, the things I noticed, wild. I was in the same class as Brianna, so I knew what was going on with our assignments. Now, let me tell y'all something about this class. It was hard. Mr. J graded like he had a personal vendetta against everybody. People were feeling left and right. He was the type to dock a whole letter grade for one missing citation in your paper. But Brianna was out here getting perfect scores. And I know for a fact she was not putting in that kind of effort because she used to stay up late watching Netflix, scrolling on TikTok, or running her mouth on the phone instead of studying. Meanwhile, the rest of us were stressed trying to get our papers right. Then, one time, she literally turned in an assignment 2 days late and she still got an A. I was like, oh nah, something is going on for real. I already told y'all about how Brianna would be sneaking out late at night talking about she was going to study at the library when the library wasn't even open. But what I didn't tell y'all is that I started keeping track of what nights she was leaving. And tell me why it was always the nights before a big test or assignment was due. Like, we all stressed, we all struggling, but you happen to have a special study session every single time something major is coming up? That's weird. The next day, I went straight to my homegirl and told her everything. The grades, the sneaky late night visits, the 0 times called on in class, the suspicious Mr. J text messages, all of it. And she was basically like, girl, we gotta tell somebody. Now, before y'all come for me talking about you should have minded your business, I couldn't. First of all, this was a grown professor messing with a student. Second, she was out here getting an unfair advantage while the rest of us were stressing. So my homegirl ended up telling a friend of a friend who happened to be cool with the girl that worked in the academic office. And by the end of that week, the whole school knew. The school conducted an investigation, which I know means they had been hearing rumors about this man for a while. And sure enough, Mr. J ended up resigning before the semester was over. Brianna tried to act all heartbroken and shocked, like, I don't know why he left. This is so unfair. Girl, you knew what you were doing. And the best part, a few months later, she transferred schools. Like, she really packed up and left because she couldn't handle the embarrassment. I guess sneaking around with the professor wasn't so fun once everybody found out. Thank you, Taylor, for sending in this story time. This story was actually wild. Like, I cannot imagine walking in on my friend and seeing my professor and them having a little fling. Like, that's actually crazy and ridiculous. But if you've ever dealt with a situation like this, let me know in the comments or in my email, of course. I'd love to hear how you handled it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, y'all. Bye, baddies. See you in the next video.
Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna romp. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with